Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into some advanced Python input-output techniques. In this video, you will learn how to handle basic inputs and complex inputs depending on their context. I will walk you through every keystroke and you will learn exactly how to do it. So grab your code editor and let's get started. Okay, let's start with the simplest case, reading a single value from the user. Let's prompt the user to enter his or age and get the input. Type age equals input. You can just use the input function to prompt the user. We will type inside quotes, of course, how old are you? So it will prompt the user with the message, how old are you? And whatever the user enters, it will just assign it to age. So input function runs and it will wait user to provide something. After the user enters it, it will directly assign it to age. So here age is a string. And now print age. If I run this, it says how old are you? And I will type 25. And as you can see, it outputs 25 because I printed it. Now let's try to add 10 to it. Let's add 10 and try to print again. How old are you? It says 25 again. And as you can see, it says type error can only concatenate str, not int str. So what I'm going to do is converting it to the appropriate type. If you remember from type conversion video, we can convert it to any type by writing some expressions like that, like integer. So it will use this type conversion function, and after it converts to integer, it will get increased by 10. So if I run this, it's increased by 10. So first input returns a string like 25. The int converts that string to the integer 25, which we store in age. After that, I can add it, subtract it, etc. Now let's process multiple inputs. Let's type A, comma B, comma C equals input. Dot, if you remember, split function splits the strings, so I will use it. But it's for basic inputs. So when user enters something with spaces between them, it will automatically split it and assign it to these values. If you put commas between variables, it unpacks the values it got from the right. So let's run and see it. Let's type 5, 10, and 15. As you can see, variables here are assigned to 5, 10, and 15. Now let's run it again and try to enter 5, space, 10, space, and 20. As you can see, it assigned again. If you do something like this, let's say list numbers equals input.split. So you run that and enter 5, 10, 20, you will get a list instead of separate variables. Until so far, they have been all assigned as string variables. Now, if you want to convert all of these to integers, what you gonna do? So you have to use map function. If you remember it, we also covered it in the previous videos. Just type map integer. So before the open parent integer, input, enter 3 ints dot split, and change this to a comma b comma c. So this one will return a list of 3 strings, and map function, if you remember from the list comprehensions, this will convert each element of the list to an integer by mapping each element to the typecasting function int. If I run this, it says enter 3 ints, and I will enter 5, 10, and 15. As you can see, they are all integers. This is old variable, but as you can see, they are all integers here. Let's try to print them. Let's try to print them using formatted strings, and let's add them 5. A plus 5, B plus 5, and C plus 5. Run it again. It says enter 3 ints, 5, 10, 15. It displays 10, 15, and 20. If you want to collect all these integers in a list, you can simply type nums equals int x for x in input dot split, just using one line of list comprehension. Now let's type it 5, 10, 15. All the results here are integers. Now let's do something more complex. First, let's get number of pairs from the user and print each pair after we read them. So often the first line tells you how many lines follow. Let's type n equals integer input. How many pairs will you enter? Pairs equals empty list. We will keep them in list. For underscore in range. So I won't keep anything here. I will use for loop just for traversing. So I don't define anything, but a temporary variable like this. A comma B equals map int comma input dot split. Now I will append them pairs dot append as tuples, of course, A comma B. So pairs will be list of tuples. And after the loop, let's print them. You entered pairs. So I will enter 3 pairs. I'm running it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 8. As you can see, it shows a list like this and tuples inside 4, comma 5, 6, comma 7, and 9, comma 8. We convert the first line to an integer n, then loop n times, assigning a temporary variable like this. We won't use it, but just for traversing, reading 2 integers each time. So we read 2 integers each time using map. We are mapping and appending the tuple AB to our list pairs here, as you can see. Isn't there a more consist form? So let's type something like this using a list comprehension. Pairs equals tuple map int comma input dot split for underscore in range int input. Now after that I will just print pairs. If I run this, it expects number of pairs in the first line and pairs in the following lines. If I type 5 and if I enter 2, 1, 3, 5, 4, 8, 9, 6, 7, 5, it displays an output like this one. So for underscore in range int input, first it gets input from the user. After that, according to this, it converts each line to tuple and maps them to int function. After that, since it's a list comprehension, it will append each element to the list. Today, you learned how to handle everything from a single input call to reading n lines and even processing entire data blocks. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more deep dive Python content. I will see you in the next video.